Right, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. If you tuned into the last video, you would have seen that I dismantled the Epiphone Les Paul Model Special 2 LE. This is what we've been left with. If you didn't see that video, I'll make sure that I link it up in like one of the corners or somewhere. You'll be able to find it. If not, I'll put the link in the description. So yeah, today we are going to concentrate on the body. The neck, like I said last time, it's in beautiful condition. I haven't decided what we'll do with the back of it, whether we will keep it gloss black or whether we will strip it back to the wood. If we do that, it will lose its serial number, so that's something that we'll have to consider. But it also depends on the design that we're going to go for, because I might end up completely changing the headstock. Whether that be adding bits of wood to it or taking bits of wood away from it. We'll come to that in another episode. Today we are going to concentrate on sanding the body down and finding out what grain we've got underneath this. We'll have to be careful to stay away from these screw sockets that are in there. I've tried to get them out, but unfortunately I can't. So yeah, that's today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit a comment up down below if you've got any ideas of what you can think I can do with the shape of this guitar. I do have an idea in mind. I will tell you later on in the video, and you can share with me in the comments what you think. Let's crack on. Let's get this thing sanded. Let's get our PPE on, and then yeah, gotta have a Pepsi. So when you're sanding a guitar, like this one that's all glossed and it's got the varnish on the paint, it's obviously been sprayed with a chemical. So what you want to do is wear a face mask. Generally you want to wear a face mask when you're sanding anything. Yeah, so also while I'm doing this, I'm going to wear eye protection. Make sure that none of the little flakes flick off and stab me in the eye. Again, that's not something that would be very enjoyable. Right, what we're going to use to get this off is our good old orbital sander with an 80 grit sanding disc. If I can get this one off. Bloody bastard. Right, so just placing my disc on now. Make sure you get the holes all lined up, otherwise the sand and the air won't be able to flow through it. It's alright. Let's get sanding. So basically you'll see as I've sanded here, the lacquer has started to come like really dull. And that's exactly what we want. We don't want to apply too much pressure when we're sanding, otherwise this lacquer will tend to like paste up and you'll get little clumps of it on the body that are extremely hard to move. When they clump up, you'll end up sanding that down for hours. So yeah, nice and light circular motions, always keep the sander moving. We're going to stay away from these bits at the moment, and I'll either get my small sander or I'll do that bit by hand if needs be. Yeah, see, we're getting nice and dusty now, and that's exactly the kind of thing we want to be aiming for. We keep on going the way we were, and sooner or later you'll start to see that lovely wood grain pop through. Also, when you're sanding, make sure you've got good extraction in the room, or you've at least got the door open, otherwise you're going to be breathing in a lot of dust. We can see here, just on the edge of the guitar, it's always the edges that go first. We've started to get some wood popping through. So you can see like the different layers of it there. You've got like the layer of varnish on top, and then that'll be a layer of spray paint there. It's going to take quite a while to get through like the whole thing, and then getting onto the sides and the horn, that's a different story altogether. This brings me to another point of topic for today's video, discussing what I think I might do with this. When I customise the body of a guitar, I always look at what I've got already. So for this, I think one of the coolest things I could do, apart from Squidward, you know, would be to maybe make it into a skull. Because this looks like a bit of a jawbone to the top of the mouth. And then maybe I could do something different here, because there's no cavity. Generally on a Les Paul you get the cavity here for the toggle switch, but luckily for this one it's down here, which means there's no wiring coming up inside this pickup cavity up to another cavity that would be on the back there, but as you can see there is none. So we are free to kind of play with all of this wood here. We want to keep it so that the neck has got something to sit along, but yeah, we can essentially take all of that off if we wanted to, or bring that down and match it to the other one so it looks like the head, the top half of a skull, if you see what I mean. But now I've got to flip it over and do exactly the same thing on the back, so enjoy.
No, yes, I am recording. Thank you.
So yeah, I think a skull's a good idea because of the shape. There's not really much interesting going on with the grain. It's quite simple. It's just a one-piece body. There's not even a join, so it's just a single piece of wood. But yeah, let's knock it back and see what we're playing with. Forever.
Oh, open the door. Get some air in here. So, where were we? No.
So that is now the front and the back both sanded off. It took a while, but hey, you got to have patience with sanding. It's very dusty in here, so I'm going to open the doors for a bit and let it air out. I'm going to go and have a Pepsi break, and then I'm going to come back and we will jump onto the orbital sander and we will start looking at taking the paint off of the edges here. Right, so now we're going to use the oscillating spindle sander to take off all of the paint on the side and in the horn. We must be careful when we're doing this, so it's quite a strong machine, so too much pressure is going to change the shape of the guitar base. It's going to take too much off it and we don't want that, so we have to be extra special careful.
Very loud machine, so time lapses.
Very dusty, but yeah, as you can see, nice quick job. It's gone all the way around the sides. Might need a little bit of went a bit too deep there, but it's nothing that can't be fixed. Just got to get inside this little board now, which we'll use the tighter corner for. Awesome, job done. Right, so now we have done all of our surface sanding, all of our edges. We now need to do the fine sanding, which is all like the annoying little bits that take forever and you have to do it by hand and no one really wants to do them, but gotta do it. Yeah, these little bits. As you can see, I went a little bit too deep, just there. Yeah, so I've got to get all of this off. Right, so essentially what I've done is wrap some sandpaper around a little wooden spike and made myself a sanding wand, which I can then use to slowly take away all this excess paint and lacquer that's around these little bits here. And with this wood I can get right up to the edge of it like that. I'm gonna be here a while doing this. Yeah, so what I'm doing is just scratching away right up to the edge of the marker. My benches are squeaking, I need to sort that out. But yeah, if you can see, slowly and slowly it will start to come away. As you can see, I've got 4 of them to do. Right, so now I am at the point where we just need to finish getting these edges sanded off. So yeah, we're just sanding off these edges. I've started getting it all off around there. So yeah, nearly there, nearly there. But yeah, it's looking nice. Still needs sorting out here though. Looks like I've gone a bit too deep. Oh well.
This is coming off well easy.
What you'll find is that your sandpaper, after doing it, the lacquer will start to build up on it. All you need to do is just wipe it on a bit of cloth, takes all the lacquer off.
nice wood.
Which is a very, very mind-numbing task, sanding. Really check that sunset out, man. How beautiful is that? Like, the end of March, it's been really nice weather the last few days. So yeah, check that sunset out, man. Glorious. So, the edges around the top, that's just dust there. So yeah, don't need to worry about getting it inside the neck pocket because the neck's going to be there, you're not going to see it. All the way around. So now, let's do the same but on the back. So I'm just using a 120 grit just to get this lacquer and this paint off. Right, so there we have it. We've got all of our body sanded off. We just need to tackle these 4 little black bits here. But yeah, I think for today, that's pretty much it. Where's our neck gone? It's all covered in dust. Still covered in dust. So right, that's where we are now, guys. We've got the body all sanded down. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. I'm sorry, it's just a lot of sanding, a lot of dust. I have my trusty dust mask, so I was safe. In the next video, we are going to start designing what we're going to be doing with this body. So yeah, I've had a few ideas. I think at the moment I'm going to be going for like a skull kind of shape, or maybe an alien head. Something like that would be pretty cool. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you're still watching at this point in the video. If you are, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It helps a lot. And also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and keep that bell notification on so that you get notified every time I upload a video. Stay tuned for part 3. Peace and love.